What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Welcome to the Peter and I podcast. All right, it is time to get those headphones in with them. Peter's out because it's time for the Peter and I podcast with your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr. and Jeezy Weezy,
a.k.a. Peter number 4.
Let's move back over here.
Yeah.
What kind of topics we got?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man
Just
No Way Home.
coming off fresh.
Yes, let's do it. We should mention there's going to be lots of spoilers
Oh yeah, spoilers straight off the bat.
right off the bat because we just got done seeing it. If you haven't, go see it. We're warning you now. Go see it before you listen to the rest of this episode because, yeah. Best Spider-Man movie?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from
Actually, I would go definitely. Actually,
yeah. You need to go, but I will. When are you gonna go see it again?
I'm gonna go try it and see it tomorrow. I don't give. I'll try and see like a shitty fucking seat. I don't care.
Because I want to go see it again too.
I feel bad for Jello too. I'm gonna see if I can take it.
Well, if you go early, let me know. Maybe I can join you guys. But because you missed the first 5 minutes of it, maybe.
Let's just say 15.
Okay. But like the opening, it literally starts off exactly where the last one ends, where it's the Sony logo and then the Marvel, but it's J. Jonah Jameson saying, it's Quentin Beck. It's him saying about like I'm not sure I'm gonna make it off this bridge alive, Spider-Man, and then it's that whole video, and then JJ coming in, and his name is Peter Parker. And then Spider-Man going, what? It's like literally that end credit scene. Mm-hmm. And it starts from there. Then like a crowd starts swarming MJ because they just watched him put her down. Mm. And they're like, are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? And then like, so he picks her up, and then it's just them trying to escape. There's helicopters everywhere. It's like a chase. Mm-hmm. And then that's when Flash, and the way he's dressed in like he's got like a tennis vest on and like little tennis shorts.
Why is he?
I don't
Spider-Man
know.
Is?
No, Flash.
Oh. Okay.
Flash is wearing a tennis vest and shorts,
and
he's just walking on his phone. And like, so they're trying to get away, and then he goes, "Oh, we're gonna go into the subway," because obviously everyone's seeing where he's swinging.
Right.
So, like, Flash sees the whole Peter Parker is Spider-Man thing, and like he's what? And as Spider-Man like uses a grate behind him, like goes into the sewer behind him. It was just kind of to get him his reaction kind of thing. Then he gets arrested. The federal agents. He gets, and then Happy and May are breaking up. Mm-hmm. And Happy's crying and she was like, "It's just a fling. It's just a fling." Like the whole.
Oh yeah, from the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when the federal agents come. They get arrested, and then it's just them being questioned.
Yeah, see, I missed so much.
Yeah, I guess you did. Yeah, because it's funny because like they're talking to Peter in one cell, or in one questioning area, mm-hmm. and they're like they're asking him questions, and Peter's kind of answering, but not because MJ and May is like, "Don't say anything." Mm. And as they're handcuffed, they're being walked by his questioning room. They're like, "Don't say anything, don't answer anything." That's what they said. And then May and MJ are both super like, they're doing it smart. They're not answering any questions. They're not. And Ned, when they question Ned, he's not saying anything. And he goes, "Oh, so you found out after MJ?" Mm. And Ned right away, No. He had to correct it. Then he starts going into it, so he goes, so you're saying you're Spider-Man's number one major accomplice. And then that's when, like, it cuts away. But then like, the next scene, because they're released, the next scene is Matt Murdock. But, like, it's like, oh, we need to get a lawyer. Then the next scene is there in the apartment. And it, like, literally, all you see is the tip of the cane and the shoes, and the audience was already losing their minds.
Oh.
Yeah, and then, like, because as soon as you saw the cane, it was like, it's fucking Matt Murdock. And then...
I feel like I probably wouldn't. Well, maybe I would. I don't know.
Well, I think... I knew... I could say I knew because I heard the rumors. And then...
I didn't hear any rumors. I just heard... I remember hearing the fact that
we talked about it on the show.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, we literally talked about it on the show that Matt Murdock was going to be Peter Parker's lawyer in Spider-Man. Then it was... At the time, it was rumored to be Charlie Cox.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we talked... It was like maybe about a month ago. And then at the time, it was rumored that it was going to be Charlie Cox. And then, like, 2 weeks ago, the last episode, because I didn't do last week's.
Maybe it was a show I wasn't on. Because I wasn't on in one of the shows that last month.
So it might have been it was the one with me and Dustin.
Yeah, so it was one with,
that one of me and Dustin, that's when Kevin Feige confirmed that Charlie Cox is coming back as Daredevil.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that Charlie Cox is coming back as Daredevil. I didn't know that Daredevil was going to be showing up in No Way Home.
I could have sworn you won that. Well, maybe. But yeah, but as soon as I saw the thing, I was like, and then the audience lost. But see, the audience, that was great too, how the audience was reacting to all those moments, watching it. But yeah, so they lost their minds, and that's when you told me you were there.
They were kind of annoying though. They were like cheering at like.
They were cheering.
They were cheering whenever like he dove. Like all right,
yeah. No, you know what?
I did love
when the trip. Well, we'll get there. But yeah, so that's when I went to get you. When we came back, when we walked in, what was going on?
When I walked in?
Well, yeah, when we got back to the theater.
What was happening? It was.
Damn it!
I don't remember. They were talking a little bit. Because I know when I came back to get my sister, Doc Ock just showed up.
Yeah.
So it was before that.
I didn't even see you go get her. So
as soon as you told me that she was here, I was like,
"Oh, okay, you went and got her." Because I just wanted to maybe I don't know. I thought I looked over and saw you, and I figured, okay, maybe he's waiting for all the reveals. Because it was like Doc Ock, and then all of a sudden it was fucking in that right after that moment it was Green Goblin, and then they're back then they're in Strange's dungeon.
I didn't get to see how Doc Ock showed up. Like, does he just show up, or was he just like?
Oh, okay, so yeah, okay, no, okay, I remember now. No, you were there. Yeah, you were.
When Doc Ock shows up now.
Yeah.
Maybe I walked in at the exact same time. But for me, when I walked in, it just seemed like he was already fighting Doc Ock when I started paying attention again.
Okay, so did you see... Okay, so after the thing... Did you see when they were waiting for their college letters?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what it was. So afterwards, all the... Okay.
Yeah, I was gone for like a minute. Like, I went in there, I gave her ticket, and then she had to go to the bathroom. So I was like, I'm going back in.
Yeah, I was going back in. So, no, okay, so when I went to get you, Charlie Cox was in there. He was talking to them, and he was... Or Matt Murdock, I should say. He was saying the charge they have against Spider-Man, they have no case against you. Mm-hmm. So they're going to end up dropping all the cases against you. Mm-hmm. But... Oh, yeah, okay. So part of the thing was... because Spider-Man was using Stark tech, that the federal government was investigating Stark, the Stark Industries, and they were showing like the government raiding the factories and stuff. And so it's Happy, May, Peter, and Matt Murdock. And he's telling them, okay, they're gonna drop all the charges against you. You know, they have no case against you. But then and so Happy's like, okay, good, that's great. He goes, but then Charlie Cox looks at him and says, well, but you know, they're not dropping their cases against Stark Industries. They have a solid case. They're probably going to come after you. Mm-hmm. And then Happy starts panicking. May start to calm him down. And then Peter's like, okay, well, that's good news. You know, that they're going to drop all the cases against me. And he says, yes, but I can't help you in the court of public opinion. Mm-hmm. Then at the same time, a rock flies through the window and Daredevil catches it. They're like, how did you catch that? He goes, I'm a really good lawyer. And that's what I went to go get you. And as I was walking out, I heard them saying like, "Oh, we need a new place to stay,"
Uh-huh.
and so that's how they ended up in Happy. I'm assuming that's how they ended up in Happy's apartment.
Yeah.
So because I didn't see that interaction. So when we came back, they were talking about the college, and it was typical of like trying to get back to normal life, even though everyone knows on Speederman. They got the Doc Ock thing happened exactly like it happened in the trailer. So, but what happens is they get the rejection letters. Peter goes to Doctor Strange to ask him to make everyone forget about him being Peter Parker. The spell goes wrong. Then he tells him, "Why didn't you just call to find out?" Do you remember that?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, call who?
The college. So if you get a rejection letter from college, that's not the final word. You can appeal your case, kind of. And he was like, "Why didn't you appeal your case?" And he was like, "You can do that?"
Okay. He's like, "You didn't even try?"
Yeah, that's why Dr. Strange got so mad. So Peter was trying to appeal to I forget, she was a chairman or chairwoman of the college, and that's why he was on that freeway when Doc Ock.
Yeah, I think that's when I walked out after.
Okay.
Doctor Strange got mad.
Okay, so yeah, he was chasing down. Also, you didn't hear the phone call between him and Flash?
No.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait. Was that when he was asking him to
tell everyone you're my best friend?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I walked out right there.
Oh, okay.
Or I was probably like on my way out, like I was walking down the stairs.
Okay, yeah. So like me when they were saying that they had to leave the apartment. So yeah, so he Flash was at the mixer for the MIT mixer, and he calls Flash like, where's this lady at? 'Cause I need to talk to her. She just left. Like, or then he had to bribe him. You know, I'll swing you to school for a week.
Yeah, for a week. Yeah. He's trying to get a month.
Yeah.
A week.
But
2 weeks.
Yeah. But then the way he says it, you know what I want. And he goes, tell everyone you're my best friend. So that's I guess that's when you left, and then so he was running down the freeway. He was in a Spider-Man suit, and then he had a suit underneath it, like just a regular suit. But when he takes the why am I going blank on the fucking? It's not Armored Spider. What is it called?
Iron Spider.
Iron Spider. Thank you. The Iron Spider suit. When he takes it off, the suit's all wrinkled from being under the suit.
Yeah, I do remember that. I was like, what? I think that was when I was walking in. I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, his suit was all wrinkled from being under the Iron Spider suit. And that's what he's trying to talk. He's talking to her through the window when like something like I don't know. I don't like how they did the Peter tingle this time because everything's just like and then
I was wondering.
It went in slow motion, and he was just like looking around like.
Talking about when he was with the goblin.
Well, yeah, but no, but it happened in that moment. So he's talking to the college admission chairwoman, and everything goes, and like he starts looking around, or no, he looks over, like so. In that moment, he saw where it was coming from, and I guess in the Green Goblin scene, it could have been anyone, so that's why he wasn't so sure.
What was like? It's like he senses danger, but it's not.
It's not exactly.
It wasn't imminent.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like
yeah.
He sensed malice or whatever.
Yeah. But so and then like he gets a Peter tingle, then the ground starts to shake, and then I think a car gets thrown, and then like Doc Ock comes up with his tentacles, and then it's that whole trailer scene because they put out that whole scene already. And and then when he takes over the tentacles, did you see that part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw all that.
Yeah. Okay.
That was super cool.
Yeah. It was
super cool when he took the nanites.
Yeah.
He took the nanites with the octopus.
With the when he did that, I was like, oh shit. I thought it was like okay.
I thought it was gonna be a bigger deal.
Yeah. I thought I was like okay, Doc Ock just leveled up, but then it's like nope, you fucked up. Because when they said new device found.
Yeah.
Like, would you like to pair a new device? I was like, oh shit.
He's like, yeah.
And he just basically had Dr. Octopus on a leash the whole time. I like how he did that too, how he raised up his arm. He was like, and like he's looking at him like I'm controlling you.
Yeah.
That part that was a dope scene. And then the way he had that web, the way Doctor Strange gave him that web that would just basically teleported them to the dungeon. That was really cool.
Did he have like a special suit that was like Doctor Strange? Like a
No, okay, so
I thought that was what the screenshots were, but it looked different. I didn't see that suit.
no, okay, so in that moment when he first meets Electro, so I don't know if you saw that part then. So afterwards, when everyone found out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man and that he killed Quentin Beck and all that, so like he was like he's just doing like he's web swinging, someone throws shit at him, and at one point he's on the street doing something and someone covered him in green paint. So yeah, you missed that part too. So yeah, so JJ's just fucking like slamming him in his articles or in his news show. And so you didn't see that part either. So after the intro, when JJ like reveals that he's Spider-Man and all this, more on the Daily Bugle. What do they call it? DailyBugle.net or whatever it was. And they go back to him and he's like in a basement in front, like sitting in a desk, like so he's doing all this from a basement, and that's why when the next time you see him, he's in an actual TV studio. Yeah. Because so it's like this guy is what got him huge. Yeah. But yeah, so someone threw green paint on him and it covered the whole suit. So that's when he went back to the Iron. That's why he went back to the Iron Spider suit.
Oh, because he was covered.
Because the other one was covered in green paint. So then when Doctor Strange, why was he going to go? Because when he was about to go after Electro, or when they remember how they were searching for the next events, like something happened. Yeah. And then he grabs a suit, and he was trying to scrub the green paint off of it, but he couldn't. So he turned it inside out. That's why it was. You can see the wire. If you look closely at the chest, you can see the wires. Okay. So that's what he was wearing. It was that same suit, just inside out. So during the whole fight with Electro and Sandman, I like that Sandman wasn't a villain. I mean, because Sandman, he was necessarily, but like he started off like, "I'll help you take out Electro" kind of thing.
Yeah, he was helping. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, interesting." I thought it was gonna be like I was starting to get vibes like all the villains are gonna be the good guys.
Yeah,
for a second.
Yeah,
and then they turn it on.
Well, yeah, especially so yeah, because especially
I was thinking it was gonna start being like, oh, he's gonna start being able to turn on, like he turns Doc Ock. Yeah. And then start turning the other guys, and then eventually, like I was thinking, Doctor Strange is gonna get out. Yeah. And
they were gonna.
And he was just gonna be trying to put them back the way they were, and then it was like fighting against Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too in that moment. So no, but see, the other thing too was because Electro was so hesitant to lose his powers. And like, even when they were showing when he has that thing on and like he's like you can see he's wanting to pull it off the entire time. Right. Because did you listen to the episode with me and Dustin? No. Dustin had a really really good theory, and I was like, up until that point, I was like, oh shit, he might be right. So his theory was that it wasn't like because we all wanted it to be Toby and fucking and Blue Garfunkel, but his theory was like, okay, maybe it's not them, and if it's not them. What if? Because he was saying about
I was hoping they show Miles like a.
I was hoping they would show. They mentioned. Oh no.
They do mention. They don't like Jamie Foxx is like.
Maybe there's a black Spider-Man somewhere.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was just hoped you were black.
But no, his theory was because in one of the trailers, there's that scene when Doc Ock is dodging some debris being thrown at him, and I forget where we saw it in the movie now. Oh, it's when Goblin goes nuts, but so there's like a quick shot of Doc Ock moving, dodging some debris. He goes, maybe that debris wasn't thrown by Spider-Man, because Spider-Man wouldn't really do that, and so he was thinking that in that scene between Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard, that it was Peter, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin fighting those three. So he thought maybe he turned the other two, and then they went against the other three. Which I thought that was so. Up until that point, I was like, "Shit, maybe Dustin was right. That's a really good theory." Especially after they cured Doc Ock. Yeah. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they had the serum right there.
Yeah, so they were about to do Osmo.
Yeah. So like, fuck, that's crazy. But I'm so glad they went with Toby and fucking Andrew Garfield.
Speaking of Green Goblin, fucking Willem Dafoe.
Dude.
How do you kill that role after so long. Like
he it was even better.
Yeah, he did even better than the first movie.
Like okay,
holy
so
shit.
like
it's like a Joker. That's like a Heath Ledger Joker.
yes,
level, like villain.
Yeah, when he was with May.
Like I don't think anybody else could fucking.
Oh yeah, no one could play the Goblin again after that. The way he was with May in the what was it called? It's the same thing in the video game. The place that May works.
I don't remember. It's like
It's
like
an acronym. Reach.
Yeah.
Reach? I think it's Reach. Something like that. But anyway, so she goes to the shelter. He goes to the shelter looking for help.
Yeah.
And the way he's like talking to her, like about how he's like lost, or even the interaction when he breaks the mask, like all that, like God,
yeah,
he just fucking nailed it so well.
Yeah, and when he's fighting Peter, and Peter's fucking beating the shit out of him,
and he's laughing.
Yeah, he's laughing. He's like taking it, and then he just like he's going with the punch, and then he just starts fucking eating him, like not moving it, not budging, and he just starts laughing.
God, that was
so good.
That whole fight scene in the apartment complex between him and Goblin.
Yeah, it was so good. I think that's like an iconic. This is gonna be a new iconic one. I feel like.
Yeah.
Especially with like the whole thing with A and everything.
Yeah. And the way he was like when he would slam him, like he like power bomb him through 2 fucking floors.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious though. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
But one of the things. So I was watching for it, so I kind of noticed things. I don't know if you were.
No, I was just fucking on the ride.
Yeah. So Tom Holland, he was during an interview like right before. I think he did it like last Monday was the interview. He was talking about that some of the action sequences were taken directly from the PlayStation game.
PlayStation game.
Yeah. So like that. So
are you talking about the Marvel Spider-Man, like the PS4 game?
Yeah.
PS4, PS5 game?
Yeah. So some of the combat sequences were taken. So like there's that where Green Goblin's over him, and then Spider-Man shoots up and pulls him down, and then like he flips somehow, and then that's a move in the game. You can knock the enemies up, and then he slides under him and pulls them down with the webs.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple things, and then like the web slingshot. A couple things here and there, but if you watch it, like
I played the game forever. I forgot all the animations.
Yeah. I think I watched some combat animation. That's what maybe I think the article that I was reading about it had some of the combat animations saying like these are, just an example of what might possibly be in the movie. But yeah, when they flipped, I was like, shit. It was like, so I thought that's the thing too. Is I thought maybe for a second he killed Doc Ock by putting that chip. Because remember how he just goes limp and he's not answering?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, fuck, maybe I was thinking,
maybe he kills him and then they just fucking turn on him.
Yeah.
See, you were trying to kill us the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking. And then Green Goblin, like he loses his mind and goes full Goblin mode. And I like the fact that he stayed in Goblin. I was thinking that he was gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he just stayed Goblin.
Yeah, once he turned. It was like he got taken over.
Yeah. And then when they made the big reveal with Andrew Garfunkel, like as soon as they opened that, when he opened it, and like it was just the alley, I was like, as soon as I saw the alley, I was like,
I had you know what? My first gut instinct was like, that's fucking Venom. Because it was just like a black shadow.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for like teeth to show up. Like
that would have been cool. Yeah.
Like you think it's a fucking that would have been a cool psycho. Like you think it's Spider-Man, and then holy shit, it's fucking Venom.
That would have been badass.
Venom in this fucking in Ned's house.
Ned's grandma's house. The grandma's interaction with
and then Ned just like sling rings him away or something, and then he just never shows up again.
Until the bar scene later.
Yeah.
That would have been funny as shit. Yeah, that would have been cool. But yeah, when he stood when I saw the alley, I was like, that's not where he was.
Yeah.
And then the way he stood up, I was like, that's not him. Like I was wishing I was sitting next to you when I was just like, that's not him. And Jasmine's just looking at me like, what do you mean? That's not him. Because she's seen the Tobey Spider-Mans.
Yeah, but it isn't clicked to her.
Yeah, well, she hasn't seen the Andrew Garfunkel ones.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But then when he stood up, I was like, that's not Toby.
Uh-huh.
And I'm glad that Andrew Garfield was the first reveal.
Yeah,
Because-
it was like the one that was like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
I don't know why anyone thinks I'm in it, and I'm not in it, but I'm in it. All right.
Yeah. And he nailed it. He was hilarious.
Yeah, he was actually better than.
It makes me want to go back and watch the other Spider-Mans again.
Yeah, both of them did great.
Yeah.
Everyone did great.
Yeah, and then the interactions between them were, and then I like that. So Andrew Garfield's in the Spider-Man outfit, but then Tobey Maguire just shows up as Toby.
Yeah, he's just there.
He's just there, t-shirt and jeans.
I love the comment of like, wait, so you're just gonna be going out there as a cool
Cool
youth pastor?
pastor. And then he just pulls the collar. He's got a suit. Yeah. And I like how they had the same comment where he goes like, I don't really carry ID on me. It would kind of ruin the whole secret identity thing.
Yeah, they all have like the same.
the same line. Where is it? Me and Dustin.
He's like, I just said that.
Yeah. and then he didn't say it out loud. He just like whispered it, kind of. I think they all just said the same thing. He just said that. Let me see. Hold on. Where'd he go? What else? But no, I feel like I got everything I wanted out of that movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it hit all the right boxes. I mean, we can keep breaking it down.
I was kind of hoping that James Franco would come, but he's canceled. So.
Yeah, he's canceled, so he's not. Yeah, he wasn't gonna be in it.
Like especially when he was talking about his best friend, he's like, "Yeah, my best friend."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, that would be cool if James Franco would come."
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like they get to reunite, but he's canceled.
Yeah, he's canceled. So yeah, he's not doing anything. He's not coming back anytime soon. What was it? So okay, yeah. So then they meet up.
But seeing Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, it makes you realize that the kid who plays Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man looks a lot like Willem Dafoe also.
Yeah, yeah. I was
like,
thinking the same
like,
thing.
I never really noticed the resemblance, and then now I'm like, that guy kind of looks like
He kind of
him,
yeah.
like, too. Like
Yeah, they're very similar features. But God, he was like, he stole the show.
yeah.
He totally stole the show. But you know what? I would say between the three Spider-Men, I think Andrew Garfunkel. I would say
He's probably the funniest one.
Yeah. The whole, I love you guys.
Yeah. I did like why I forget why they were talking about it. It's like, hey man, you're amazing.
Yeah.
I know. He's like,
Well, 'cause
he's like,
he goes,
I'm kind of lame.
I'm kinda
Yeah,
lame.
because he's like, man, you guys fought aliens.
I want to fight an alien.
An alien?
Kind
He's
of
like, I'm
lame.
kind of lame. He's like, no, man, you're not lame. You're amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, no, listen, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Because he's the amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Exactly. I was kind of hoping he would say, "Well, you're spectacular."
Yeah, I was hoping that.
Shoot it back. Yeah, but no, and their chemistry was great. Their interactions were great. When they were in the lab, and Dad goes, "Peter," and they all, he goes, "No, you." He's like, "What? No, me?" No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, and Ned's all like, Peter. It was like, we're all Peter.
Yeah, no, Peter Parker. Yep, same. We're all. No, there was something else too. So okay, let me tell if you got this vibe from it or if it's just me, because Dustin said the same thing, and I was literally typing it as he said it to me. So the hug at the end, when he hugs him and tells him thank you, was that Peter Parker telling the other two Peter Parkers thank you, or was that Tom Holland saying thank you guys for doing this, kind of thing?
I think it was everything.
I think yeah. But yeah, I got that vibe, but it was one of those like a passing the torch moment.
Yeah.
It was just him like thanking them for. But it was that was a cool scene. That was a cool moment. I'm glad Toby didn't die. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna he's gonna die too.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Tom's for sure gonna kill him now.
Yeah. Oh, then May dying. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, sure. You know what? It wasn't hurting me for some reason. It wasn't hurting me too bad when it was just Tom or Peter and Aunt May.
Yeah.
And then when Happy came,
Yeah.
I started crying for some reason.
I got teared up. Yeah, I was like, fuck. Well, because you saw Happy. I mean, like John Favreau's a hell of an actor too.
Yeah.
And like you saw that kind of like that pain in his face. So it was like, ah. And then like Peter, like our Tom Holland, he played that scene so good.
Yeah, he did.
And even when MJ and Ned
I
show
don't really
up,
like though that like she gets fucking bodied by that by the glider.
Yeah, and then she just gets up. She's like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm right.
Like, I would have preferred she just been fucking down and out for the count, and then she just, like, has her last breath.
Yeah.
It's like, but, like, she's good, and then she's like, you know what, I'm not good. And I was like, really?
Yeah, that's basically how, well, because, like, she gets up. Yeah, like, she gets up, and she's like, fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, when they're ready to leave, she kind of puts her hand, like she looks at her hand.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not good.
She kind of
she just lays down.
Down I go. Let's take a quick pause right there. We'll come back after a quick word from our sponsors. What's going on, people? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's Energy Drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you.
And we're back.
One more spoiler. Breaking news.
Jake Paul won.
Jake Paul knocked Tyron Woodley the fuck out.
It was impressive.
That was an impressive knockout. We didn't watch the whole fight. We just saw.
We just have it in between breaks here. We just happened to look at it and
yeah, that was
he knocked him out. Yeah.
Knocked him the fuck. It was not a TKO. This was a flat out knockout. Tyron Woodley was flat
on the ground,
face down, flat on the ground, knocked out. But I don't know. I mean, conspiracy theorists could because Tyron had his guard up and then he went whoop. And then he got punched. Like he dropped the arm for like, I get because the commentary was saying he might have flinched. Maybe he thought he was going for a body blow or something. But like he had his hands and then he went whoop and got hit. Yeah. And so, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it was a devastating knockout. So back to Spider-Man. May dying. Peter, or Tom Holland. That was the thing too. So when they started calling it, so once the other Peters show up, and they start making the jokes about Peter Parker, I'm the Peter Parker, and then so when they're having their like, we need some teamwork out there. He goes, I thought I was Peter 2. He goes, no, you're Peter 3.
I thought I was Peter 3.
At that point, he's okay. No, you're Toby. You're
Toby, you're Andrew, I'm Tom. No, he was like, I'm 1, you're 2, you're 3.
Yeah. The way they were talking, what did he say about? Oh, he goes. I know something. He goes, what? No, they said I've never worked in a team before. And Tom Holland's like, I've worked in a team before. I know what to do.
Like, not to brag,
but I was in the Avengers. And
like, so cool. What is that?
Is that a band?
You're in a band? Yeah, that was great. All the jokes between them was great.
Yeah.
Or like when Andrew first came, it was like, where's your tingle? It was like, and then she just throws bread at him. He's like, I don't have the tingle for bread.
She threw like 3 rolls at him.
Yeah, and then he grabs the ceiling and he just sticks to it. He's like, crawl around. It's like, I'm just gonna crawl around. and then
the grandma.
Is it the grandma or is it his mom?
I think it's his grandma.
His grandma?
Yeah.
She just comes in and tells him to get the cobweb.
Yeah.
He crawls across the
that whole interaction was funny.
Grandma's funny. She's speaking whatever language.
I think it was. I don't know. Because I think they're Filipino. Can you call her Lola? But that could be Cambodian as well. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. She was speaking in whatever language.
Whatever language it was.
And,
yeah.
And then she just speaks. She's like, "Okay, good night."
Okay. At the very end, didn't she say I'm going to bed? She was like,
whatever.
Yeah.
But fluent.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, not even an accent. But I like how Ned was translating for her. Like, she asked if you can go get that cobweb. Can you guys clean up the spider webs you just threw?
Yeah, at some point I was like, or the first time I was like, where are the subtitles? I need subtitles.
Yeah, right? well, okay, and that was the other thing, too, like, when they both webbed each other, like, I was like...
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, like, what, they just
Do
attack
have
each other
like
for no reason, yeah.
Yeah, do they have, like, a natural instinct to fucking attack each other?
Yeah, because that part I didn't get. I was like, why did that happen? Because they both looked at, like, they went silent for a second, like...
Yeah, I didn't really get that.
They just looked at each other,
just like, oh.
Yeah, like, they quick drawed, like, for, like...
But when I saw Tom Holland meet them, I was waiting for them to do the same,
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing with it, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I think it's a seagull. At night.
that scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a dog. No, I think that's an owl.
And we're
Back, one more game. Dog break.
That's what I called this segment.
Oh,
Doge break.
nice. That last fight thing, I liked the new, what are they calling it? The New Liberty?
The new Liberty statue,
Yeah.
Or the new Statue of Liberty.
I thought it looked dumb. Like, I mean, it was kind of cool.
Well, the shield just looks weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's not how you hold the shield.
Yeah.
You don't hold it like this.
Yeah. Yeah. But, well, and the other thing
It's
too,
just like the way you hold the torch, but you're just holding, like,
the shield, yeah.
the shield.
And the other thing about that too is like, so when the shield fell from the statue, like the torch was still there, because weren't they repairing the statue because it got destroyed during the blip, or during
Well, I think they were remodeling it too. I think because they're repairing it, they decided to remodel it after.
Oh, okay, because it was just like
in honor of Captain America.
Yeah, yeah. But I figured because like it's like, okay, well if they were rebuilding it, it's like, why did they just leave the torch and then put a shield over it? Like, like if they were rebuilding it, why is the torch still underneath it? I
think just like the head got.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. That's what it was. That whole scene was cool. I like that the statue was actually bronze again. It wasn't like because they cleaned all the years of build up. That whole thing was cool. Like that whole the fucking Electro when he got the arc reactor. Oh, that was the thing too. So when they're in Happy's apartment and Peter's trying to cure everybody, when Electro sees the arc reactor, how his eyes they did that little electricity thing. Any time he got like tempted or something, like he would talk about when he talked about the power.
Yeah.
Like his eyes would they would do like a flash right in his iris, like just a little like a bolt of electricity that would flicker across it.
I didn't notice it.
That was pretty cool. I like the fact that he was like, I got my body back. Or when he shows
he
up.
looked different though, didn't he? Like
in the movie, he was blue.
No. I'm saying as Jamie Foxx, like Jamie Foxx, like.
He did look different.
Yeah,
he did look different. When
he didn't have facial hair.
I think maybe. Yeah.
Just
I don't think he had facial hair before. Yeah.
He had that. He also had like an afro.
Yeah, he had longer hair. During when Electro was introduced and Sandman when they had already subdued him, and they're talking to him, he goes, "Are we just gonna act like the fact that I'm not standing here butt ass naked?" and he's like, "No," and then
Sandman's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't mind."
Yeah, I think I feel like the pacing was great, the comedy beats were good, the emotional beats were spot on, like they had like it was a roller coaster. It really was. You were talking about how when the crowd was cheering, like during like when Spider-Man was just swinging around.
Yeah.
I got into it when all three of them did that dive.
Yeah, that was sick.
When I was like, ah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was understandable. I said like there was like one where like Peter just dies or something, and then
and then like they went, whoa. I was like, eh.
It's like, all right, chill, guys.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, seeing them three together was great. But yeah, I like the fact that they got fucked up at first. Like they didn't, their teamwork wasn't there.
And we didn't talk about fucking Peter Parker fucking up Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. So in the dungeon, because the movie would have been over pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just boop. All right, they're back to their own universe. Just like
goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, but then they find out that all those characters pretty much die.
Yeah.
After they.
Fight
Spider-Man.
He didn't say the line that was in the trailer.
What?
He didn't say all of them die fighting Spider-Man. Doctor Strange didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Electro said it.
Mm-hmm.
But in the trailer, it's Doctor Strange that says it. He goes, they all die fighting Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says it's their fate.
Yeah.
But in the actual film, Jamie Foxx says it, and then when Doctor Strange shows up later, he says it's their fate. Like, you can't change their fate.
Yeah.
And I like how when he knocked Spider-Man out of his body, knocked the spirit out of his body, and he still couldn't grab the box because the
his spider sense is just fucking. He's like, how are you doing this? He's like,
I don't know, but this feels so cool. Then when he gets back in his body, that was the coolest thing ever. But don't ever do that to me again.
Don't ever do that.
The whole Mirrorverse, the mirror.
Yeah, those Doctor Strange sequences are always fun.
Always fun, yeah.
I can't wait for Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Just for, I hope they just fucking go balls to the wall with that shit.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, because fucking, I always call him Belt Buckle Cumberdick. He, Benedict Cumberbatch. I always change up whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say you used to call him something else.
I always change it up. I think I called him. It was like a Barnacle Crinkle Cut. Like it's just always something different for him. I forget where I got that from. But anyway, I think he's another character like Willem Dafoe.
Benadryl, come in a snatch.
That's a good one. But how Willem Dafoe is Green Goblin, I think he just nails that Doctor Strange. That Doctor Strange character. He plays it so well. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so yeah, he fucked him up. What was it? Magic is cool. Math is cool. I forget what the name of the spiral was. He said, but it was a math term. He goes, the mirror dimension is just math.
He's like, it's just geometry. I'm good at geometry.
Oh yeah, it's just geometry. I'm good at it. And he was like, carry the one, and he's like doing the web swinging. Then he had him fucking just trussed up completely, and then left him there hanging over the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, took a sling ring, and then Ned became like pretty decent with a sling ring.
He just couldn't figure out how to close those damn portals. Yeah, we should have mentioned that Ned opened the portal that.
Which portal?
The portal that Andrew Garfield and
and
Tobey Maguire came from.
I did like at the end. Doctor Strange was like, "You open the portals?" I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He just walks away.
Later note.
Yeah. I remember that. Who were the kids that were shoveling snow in the fucking Sanctum Sanctorum?
Wait, what?
The kids that were shoveling snow. Like, remember when Peter walks in, he's like, "Hello," and they're just shoveling snow, like.
No, I didn't know.
And he says, "Hey," and then were you there? Yeah, you should have been there. So oh no, you weren't there. Cause this was when you were gone. So after they get the you saw when they got the MIT fail letters, right?
Yeah.
So right after that is when he goes to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Mm.
When he walks in, everything's frozen. You saw that?
Yeah, I think I walked back in around there.
Okay,
I remember. I didn't see anybody shoveling snow, but I know they were like, "Oh yeah, somebody left the portal open to the fucking tundra or whatever."
Yeah, and a blizzard blew through. Yeah,
the blizzard came.
But there was I don't know if they looked like interns. There were just two guys, and it was a guy and a girl, and they were all dressed up, and they were just shoveling snow. And then when Peter walks in, he was like, "Hello." Or he walks up quietly and it's like walking towards him, like you can hear him walking because it's so quiet in there, like the footsteps are echoing, and they're not acknowledging him; they're just shoveling snow. And he was like, "Hello," and they both just freeze and look at him, and they don't say anything. They're just there, and that's when Wong shows up.
Yeah,
and then it goes from there. But even then, as Wong's leaving, he tells, "No one told you to stop shoveling." Like that's why he said that, because he was like those guys. They never started shoveling again.
Yeah.
But it was just two kids just shoveling snow. Like,
is there anyone in the Doctor Strange stuff where there's two kids?
No, that's what I'm trying to think. And I mean, they could be, trainee magicians, or sorcerers. I don't know.
They just hired two homeless people to shovel some snow in the sanctuary.
Basically, I like that. Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme, because of a technicality.
Yeah, because he was Blit for 5 years. Because Strange was Blit for 5 years.
I love Wong as a character though. Like he was amazing in Shang-Chi.
I was starting to feel like Wong. I got like some weird vibe that Wong was gonna die, and I was like, oh no, is Wong gonna die because he's Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah.
And at some point, Doctor Strange has become Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, oh no, Wong's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
And
well, in the comic, Wong is always his sidekick. Wong's always just with him. But I mean, I think the fact that he's become such a beloved character in the MCU, that's why he's more of a out front. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with with Shang-Chi, he was
fucking he was hilarious. Yeah, he was great in that. I like. Did you notice? So I don't even remember what they were doing now. When when they're in the basement, and I think MJ she grabbed something, or she finds a light switch. When she flips the light switch. There was like a doll right next to it, and when she flipped the light switch, the doll went it turned its head towards her. I was like, oh shit, that's creepy.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, when you watch it again, just or it's either, I'm pretty sure it's MJ. She reaches over. Oh, and that was, remember we were arguing, we were going back and forth about her name. She's Michelle Jones Watson. That's why she's MJ.
I don't remember us arguing. I remember us being just like,
we're not arguing, but
she's MJ.
Yeah, and I was saying that she wasn't.
They never said that. I don't think they've ever said her name was.
No, because in
Mary
the first
Jane.
one they called her Michelle. They kept calling her Michelle. They didn't say Michelle Jones Watson. They just kept calling her Michelle.
Okay.
And then at the end, that's when she's like, "Oh, my friends call me MJ," and we're like, "Ah!" What else? What else was there? I'm trying to think now. So there was then the big fight, the teamwork, and then I love the fact that they cured them. That they didn't just send them back. They didn't beat them. They actually cured everybody.
Yeah, they didn't just give up on them and send them back.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a happy ending that all the kids, everybody get, it was the happy endings that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans didn't get. Mm-hmm. It's the happy endings that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man didn't get.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Andrew Garfield, his redemption. Like he saved.
Yeah, that was great. I love that.
Yeah,
scene.
and then,
that's probably one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah. The way he's all crying, she's like, "You good?" Or no, first he asks, "You good?" And he's all crying. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Yeah."
You good?
You good? Yes. Yeah. But yeah, well, and see, Dustin called that moment. Well, he didn't call it exactly like that, but because he was saying in the trailer, they don't show Tom Holland's hand when they show him reaching out and they show MJ reaching back, but they don't actually show them. We know why now.
Yeah.
But he goes, what if they just CGI'd the hand to make it? Oh, it's not Andrew Garfield, it's Tom Holland. Mm. So he goes that he called it he's gonna get that redemption moment. He's gonna save her where he couldn't save his own.
Yeah.
And so when they did that, I was like, oh, that was good. Everybody got their redemption. I thought it was really well done. The whole I groaned when she said it. The whole with great power comes great responsibility.
I liked it.
I groaned.
I don't mind it.
I don't normally mind it, but I don't know. I kind of just they hadn't done it in this one yet. It was like okay, well maybe they're not.
Well, they haven't done it in the Tom Holland movies.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. In the Tom Holland movies, they haven't done it. Oh. So are they going to go away from it? I was kind of like, okay, well, they haven't done it yet. They're not going to do it. Yeah. And so when she said it, I was like, ah. But then right away, it was when they went back to it, it was like, with great power. And then they finished the sentence for him. Mm. They're like, how did you know?
Yeah, he was like, Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben said that right before he died.
What was Andrew Garfield's? Who said it for Andrew Garfield?
Uncle Ben as well.
Oh. Did they ever say what happened to Uncle Ben, or does Tom Holland even have an Uncle Ben?
They don't say what. They just say he died. Mm. They don't say what happened to him, and they don't say what happened to his parents either in this one.
Right.
But I think in the what? No wait, which one am I thinking? I'm thinking of the Andrew Garfield ones. Remember, they drop his parents drop him off. That's why I was confusing for a second. I was like, wait a minute, no, never mind. So I was thinking, as we were watching it. I was thinking when, especially when Aunt May died.
I don't think they say anything about his parents.
They never say anything about his parents.
Tobey one.
No, in the Tobey one either.
He just doesn't have parents.
And that, just Andrew Garfield one. But I was thinking in that one, I was like, because I was confusing him for a second. I was like, they've never followed up on his parents. Whatever happened to his parents?
Yeah.
Because they were they crashed in the plane, but all of a sudden they were these spies, or they had some kind of technology, or people wanted to kill him. What was going on with that? They never followed up on it. And then but now that I'm thinking back,
that was for Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
They never got it, right?
They never got to it. Let me see. So then, okay, yeah, they saved everybody. Oh, and then what's the actor that plays fucking Sandman?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
He's the guy from Tarzan.
yeah,
Or George of the
George
Jungle.
of the Jungle. When he got his human form back, I was like, oh, I was glad because they just showed him in sand.
Mm-hmm. Did they youngify him? He looked kind of young.
I think they did youngify him, maybe.
'Cause he's
Toby,
kinda old now.
yeah, Toby looked old,
Yeah, he
but
did.
he still looked good. But he was,
Yeah, I did like that they were just like, yeah, he's a future Toby. He's already lived his life.
yeah. And then,
He's like the Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah, I liked him and Doc Ock's interaction. He was like, "You've grown up, or you're all grown up." Like that was cool. Like that, just seeing all that, like it was just closure for all the stuff that we didn't see
Right.
in those other movies, which was I loved it. I loved it. It was just so well done. Then the end credits. What do you think of the end credit scenes?
And credits are cute. What was the first one? The first one was the Venom one.
The first one was Venom.
And
He was in a bar and he's getting the rundown on our universe from a bartender.
Yeah.
My phone.
It's like, it's a purple alien who like stones? Aliens don't like stones. They like eating brains.
Well, what does the bartender say?
He said, my whole family was disappeared for 5 years.
But the way he says it, it's just so like, my whole family was disappeared for 5 years. But yeah, that was awesome. See, that's the thing that's why the Venom movies bother me so much because I like Tom Holland Tom Hardy in that role,
Yeah.
and I like that whole thing. But
We have to see what Marvel will do. So
Yeah.
they've confirmed that he's.
Yeah,
Well,
Ven-
I don't know. Does that confirm that Tom Hardy will be, or do you think they're
no,
gonna bring
because
back?
Tom Hardy went back to his original universe.
Right. So, like, there's a multiverse of madness, which means
Yeah,
stuff can
something's
happen
yeah.
again.
So Tom
But,
Hardy can, and there is Venom symbiote now in this universe.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be a different guy as Venom? Is fucking Flash? Is Flash gonna become Venom?
Oh shit, that would be crazy. Fuck that! I didn't even consider that because I forgot. Flash Thompson becomes Agent Venom, doesn't he?
I don't remember. I know Flash becomes Venom at some point.
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't even consider that.
But
I couldn't see that.
but Flash is like a nerdy.
Yeah,
a nerdy
I
Flash
can't
and
see
stuff.
him playing Venom though. Yeah.
Unless he goes full.
But see,
full
it could
Kumail
happen.
Nanjiani.
Yeah. But it could.
He looked
I mean,
kind of chunky in this movie.
Yeah. He
He
did.
looked chunky and Ned thinned down.
Yeah.
So,
I think they made Ned look like they put him in a fat suit. I think.
yeah.
Because he's way.
He's
thinner.
super skinny.
Yeah.
I think he had a wig on too.
Yeah, he definitely had a
Bald.
wig on because he's like skin bald. But I can see like if like him going emo, like an emo fucking Venom.
Yeah. I don't know about Tom. I don't know if Tom Holland can pull off an emo.
Like Toby.
Yeah.
with the fringe.
Yeah, the friend. Yeah. He can't. Yeah, he can't be. He can't go scene.
No,
He
yeah,
can't go scene emo.
Yeah.
You have to be something else.
yeah. No, but I think Flash could do. I think Flash could pull off an emo fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, he could.
He could go emo. He's already got he's got the blonde hair and everything. He just all of a sudden it's all black and he just. Yeah, that was a cool scene, and then the way he just like. Was he? Oh, well, Venom's telling we should just skip the bill, and he goes, "Hey, you haven't paid yet," and then he just disappears, and he's gone. As a man who lost his family to the blip, I'm surprised I didn't make him panic a lot more, like because
when he just disappears. Maybe he just. You would panic because it's like, oh no, it happened again.
Not again.
Yeah, that's true. They should.
And then the second end credit scene was basically
It was the first time ever they did that, right?
What?
Like it's just like a full on trailer.
yeah, full on trailer for Multiverse of Madness. I hadn't seen that
Which
before.
comes out next year, or
I think
Is it
next
next year. Or
I think it's next
yeah.
November, or it might be. Yeah, I think it's November of next year. They didn't really show. I mean, they showed a lot. They showed him going to Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
They showed glimpses and flashes of things. They showed Mordo with dreadlocks.
Yeah.
They showed him fighting a big squid thing with an eye. It looks familiar. Oh, that was the thing. In the cracks.
No, well, I think that squid thing with the eye is from the What If. It looks like a creature out of What If.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
From that episode.
Yeah, and then they got the Evil Strange from that episode.
Oh yeah. You think that Evil Strange? I get feelings that Evil Strange is gonna end up like taking up like a Mephisto moniker, like he's gonna call himself Mephisto.
I can see that.
Like he just becomes Mephisto.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I mean, because he has all these forms that he can take, so I can see them. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe he'll even change his appearance so it's not Benedict Cumberbatch fighting Benedict Cumberbatch the whole time.
Yeah,
like a chain taking just a whole other appearance and becoming Mephisto. I can see that. That'd be kind of cool. To go back really quick to the final battle when and we didn't get to the ending of the movie either. So the spell breaks free from the box. We didn't get to that either. But anyway, we're all over the place. Yeah, spell breaks free, and the universes are cracking. Did you see Rhino and Gwen?
No.
No. So
you know what? I saw some stuff in there, but it was like hard to.
Yeah, because they were all silhouetted.
It's hard to see.
Yeah,
I didn't pick up on that.
Well, at least I think it was Gwen.
I was hoping like more villains were gonna pop.
Yeah,
that's when I was thinking like, oh, this is when Jim Franco, and this is when the other guys come out.
Yeah. Well, they showed Rhino for sure. Like that's the one. That's the biggest one that I caught.
Because they were making a big deal about everybody who knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is breaking into through the multiverse, right? So
yeah.
I was like, oh, some more people. The rest of them are coming out.
Yeah. I just farted. It's gonna go towards you. It smells like pork rinds. But yeah, I definitely saw Rhino, and it was a female figure, and it looked like she was doing the Spider-Man pose. So next to him, but
Spider-Gwen.
I think it was Spider-Gwen. Yeah. And there was another one I thought I recognized them, and I'm going blank on who I thought they were now. But that was a cool little moment. But then, why did I go there? I forget why I went there now. But then, so the end credit scene, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer, Mordo, Wanda, Squid Thing, Evil Doctor Strange. But it looks like they're really tying a lot of What If is going to be in the multiverse. Which is fucking cool, I think.
Yeah.
That's a cool tie-in. So then I watched the trailer for Across the Spider-Verse again, and I'm just more psyched about that one again too.
Well, yeah.
And then watching this movie, yeah. So I think on that note, let's go and wrap this up. It's cold. We're outside.
That was our Spider-Man spoiler cast.
Yes, that's what we're going to call it, the Spider-Man spoiler cast. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealPressStart, on Twitter at RealPressStart, on Instagram at TheRealPressStart. Like us, rate us, reviews anywhere you get your podcast. And on that note, game over. No more.